beautifully played. Goes for it, nails it. Darcy's short. Up a tier.
Oh,
that's where it is.
There you go.
Gets out as well. It was going down the leg side, but he just helped it on its way.
Yes.
And goes long. And that is the best. Into the deep, right into the hands, and taken. Laurie Evans picks up. Lance Morris gets his first one tonight. So do the Scorchers.
They're still in it. Darcy Short goes for 24 from just 13 balls faced. Adelaide Strikers 1 for 58.
It was the original wild thing, the original goat. Bowling to Chris Lynn, he put him on the Gabba roof.
On the ground. Beautifully played. That was just a short arm jab, wasn't it? Straight over mid-off. Ooh, well placed. Really well placed there from Chris Lynn. Oh, that's in the gap beautifully. Oh, no, the offside.
Ooh.
High in the bad, but it goes way back, way back and into the crowd. Look at that, look at that. And that's short, another boundary. 50 up for him, 12th in the BBL. What about that? 50 for the season. Thanks very much, Huss.
He's so consistent. It's amazing, really, for someone that plays such an aggressive game.
And then that one, way back. There we go, into the dancers, here he goes, the catch! Oh, he spilt it. Long way back that. That is another upper decker. Flicked away. Is it going to make the rope? There's number 208.
Shot.
Oh, great placement there from Matt Short. Again, the bat speed. That'll be 4. Josh Inglis won't get that. Into the deep, into the gap, and over the rope it goes. Make that 2 to win.
And that's his 50. He's been involved in a great partnership of 94 from just 65 balls, but 50 from 33 balls for Chris Lynn. 4 4s, 2 6s. Great strike rate of 151, and this Adelaide crowd are pretty happy about it.
And there it is. Well played, Matt Short. The Adelaide Strikers are back. They are off the bottom of the table. Their second win. And it comes at a good time because they had their backs against the wall and they get up over the top of the Scorchers, which is not easy. They were thrashed 2 nights ago. And a good win tonight by 9 wickets. Plenty of starts there for the Scorchers, but the bowling.
The norm, but this ground's a little bit of an anomaly when it comes to chasing. Bat first winning percentage in the past 2.5 seasons, 83.3% if you bat first winning percentage.
I think it comes down to the chasing side, thinking that there's that small boundary here over long on and it's hard to defend, but it's quite the opposite because on the other side of the ground you've got this vast open space where the spinners Kuhnemann and Swepson have been outstanding for the Brisbane Heat. I was surprised by that decision from the Hobart Hurricanes. I think they've got a really good attack to be able to defend when they put runs on the board as well, with the likes of Chris Jordan and Nathan Ellis, very good defensive bowlers, and Patrick Dooley also likes to bowl, with some runs on the board. But they've got ball in hand. They're up against a pretty heavy top order, you must say, for the Brisbane Heat. Colin Munro's been in outstanding form after the 99 at the start of the season, not out, and Josh Brown, who's come in, has been ultra aggressive towards that onside and strikes it at around 160 strike rate when he's going well.
Yeah, it was interesting to listen to Nathan Ellis at the toss, actually. The reason he decided to bowl first was because he felt this team started to chase runs really well. So they've gone against what the facts and figures say here to try and find what he thinks is the right way to win the game for his team. They also said pre-game that it's how big a job the Hurricanes bowlers have here. This is a powerful lineup. Riley Meredith has taken 3 wickets in the power play this season, just over 7 overs. So he is their number one strike weapon with this brand new ball. And we know the way he goes about it. Runs in really hard, tries to bowl fast, but he pitches the ball up and looks to shape the new ball. 2 slips waiting there for Josh Brown. Normally they'll operate with a deep square leg to him. Yes, they have. Fine legs up inside the circle. So the Hurricanes are on the hunt early on with this brand new ball.
Meredith's bowled 11 balls to Brown in his BBL career. Brown has scored just 5 runs off those 11 balls and he's been dismissed once. So is this a match-up thing? We saw Tim David bowl the first over of the match and bowled a wicket maiden against the Renegades. Got Sean Marsh in the opening over a few nights ago at Marvel. Meredith, though, to open the bowling here. Underway in a huge match in the BBL. A good bit of fielding on the ring from Sam Hain.
Good start for Meredith as well. Yeah, just to answer your question, Al, just on that Josh Brown versus Meredith. It's probably something where Josh Brown came into the tournament and it's a step up in class, and Meredith's high class. And when you open the batting against someone that bowls, high 140s, 150, it's a challenge for any batter, particularly when they're skilled and educated to swing the ball away from the right-hander.
Well, the interesting thing with that matchup, if Brisbane aren't worried about it, then Colin Munro could have taken the first ball.
Yeah. And
then potentially see out most of the first over. Heavier leg side field for Munro, just the 1 slip, mid-wicket in deep square leg. There's a little bit of shape back into the left-hander. And they're trying to utilise the big boundary on the left-hander's leg side. Did look like a good wicket. In fact, Hodgie, you had a close look at it and did the pitch report. Just looked like there was slightly contrasting ends. The end that Riley Meredith is bowling into now, to my eye, looked like it had a little bit more grass on it. The one at this end, where I think most of the spinners will bowl into, thinking about the dimensions of this ground, looked to be a little bit drier.
More shape for Meredith, clipped away. Munro's off the mark.
Yeah, looked a pretty good surface, actually. Might do a fraction more in the second innings under lights with a new ball, but all in all, if you're a batting unit, you'd like to get out there and put a big total on the board. Good swing here from Meredith. Pitched the ball up nicely and got it to shape away. He was definitely in full flight against the Melbourne Stars in that shortened game, 7-over game. Came out and put the Stars right on the back foot with a couple of wickets early. Good pace.
He got Brown up here last year as well, with a couple that swung away and then one that was just straighter and nipped back through the gate. So one like that just gets it to curl away, and then if you're setting him up for one that's a little bit more of a cross-seamer that won't swing away, looking to trap him in front or bowl him. It's the lack of footwork there from Brown. That's what you're talking about, that little bit of a class leap when you come up against the big boys in the BBL.
One thing you don't see too often is 2 slips in play as well. So, when Riley Meredith's up and running and bowling well, when he's got 2 slips in play and he's taken the new ball, for a long period of time he had a role where he'd bowl sort of outside that power surge, or the power play, and bowl with 5 out. Well, this is what we like to see. 140 kilometres an hour, swinging the ball away. And this will be tough for Josh Brown because he wants to hit everything to the offside. When you have a traditional bowler swinging away at pace, it's going to wrestle in his mind about where he's actually going to score, because you'd like to hit with the swing through the covers and point region.
That'll be a boundary. Angled in towards his pads, and he was able to help himself to 4 through straight mid-wicket. None for 6. Hodgie, take us through the dimensions of the Gabba.
Well, it's inviting to one end, Al. That 47-metre boundary where that ball just got hit from Josh Brown. When you're out in the middle, it's really hard to take your mind away from that, because that's just a chip shot for any BBL player at the moment. This now poses a different challenge. Corey Anderson opened the bowling with one slip-in play.
Out through cover. It lands softly.
And the dimensions on that side of the ground where that ball has just gone is the largest side. And you're going to see two different scenarios of bowling efforts. This one you can be a little bit more aggressive with your spinners, bowling to that sort of 86, 80-metre boundary, whereas the other one, bowling from the commentary box end, is actually just pure defence. You just feel like you're under the pump. Everyone's just trying to smash you to that 47-metre boundary.
High shot there really showed how short that boundary is. It's a drop punt, basically. The Brisbane Lions play their AFL football here and have no issue clearing the boundary from that bottom portion away to the left.
It's very attractive. What it does is put the bowlers off what they need to do as well, because often you want to bowl full, you bowl a Yorker with some slow balls, and it can often just sit up. And if you miss it by a centimetre, it's a half hit. It's a chunked slog over the top of long on, and generally carries. And usually out on any other ground. Not this one. Goes about 35 rows back near the top tier.
Looks like he's struggling with his footing here, Corey Anderson. And three very ordinary balls at the start of this over. Two drag downs. Two wide balls to the left-hander, then a juicy full toss outside Brown's off stump. When they've got a very heavy onside field, they want the right-hander hitting to the big pockets on the leg side that we were just talking about. So it's a long on and a deep backward square. The two men out for Anderson. He has to get straight to Brown. They're challenging Brown to hit him over the big boundary, looking for a catch in the outfield. 5 men in the ring on the offside.
He really is all over the shot.
He's struggling. You can see the frustration. Something that he's not quite happy with. He's probably got the batting spikes on, has he? Shouldn't really have an issue with the footing, the brand new surface. But this is good tactics actually to Josh Brown, with the two players back, with the ball traditionally swinging back in towards leg stump. We've got away so far with this over. The Hobart Hurricanes just 3 off it, or 4 off it, sorry. And hasn't really been a good ball bowled so far in the over.
Where's it going wrong here for Anderson?
Tell you what, he's right down the danger area too. Straight down the centre of the wicket.
It actually looked like he tried to make his delivery stride a little bit shorter then to miss that area that he's slipping on.
It just balloons up, but no bat involved. So Brown a touch scratchy early. His form has been good the last couple of games.
Yeah, this is where he just needs to be conventional. Just trust his instinct. He doesn't need to try and bang that one over these two fielders waiting back to be caught. That's where they're looking to get him out. He's lucky to get away with that. But if he just played a traditional cricket shot with that one, get a little bit of bat on it, it's going to race away to the boundary for 4.
Again. Trying to hit through the leg side, but missing out, Brown.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do, the Hurricanes. That's exactly why Anderson has bowled this over. Got the last 2 right before that.